story is something we are trying to communicate. It could be something that actually really adds on the kingdom, on the body of Christ, or in our communities. There's something that we always try to notice and try to align it, or try to correct, or try to give our thoughts about. That's how we come to every day. At least we get to share one or two things. And today we are talking about something that is really significant. Our schools, the nursery schools, or talk about the preschools that actually get to hold expensive events that is really expensive also for the side of the parents when it comes to their pockets or their money that they have to clear or to pay for their children to get to be part of these events. But then it's like you cannot run away from it, but then it strains your pocket or your finances or your plans when it comes to money. So we are talking about that on the African Exclusive. And earlier, before we left off, we're talking about the hiked fees of us as parents out there that we are supposed to pay. And then you see your top class child graduate to primary 1 or P1. Now, Patricia has siblings, that are in nursery. So we get to be like, obulumi bwe bayitambuli butya nze sinayo bali mu nursery, but there are those that I think I'm going to start fathering already.
We even feel like government byagamba extravagance in schools should stop tebyali. Were these things included?
And olaba, sometimes when someone gives you like one figure, like one top figure like this, it's
hard for you to know now.
You regard that to be extravagant. Kogeno laba byonna bibayita babiringa byakweraga oba osege. But then when they ask you in bits, you may not know that actually it's much money. But those that come to a realization that bansaba busente butonotono ebungi mumagezi. So there are people or administrations or schools, primary schools and rather nursery schools or preschools that are doing this. They ask for money in bits. Kumbe at the end of it all, it accumulates to their figure that they want, they intended.
Because I've seen this, even while we're so they've even changed gown colors. Bagamba, about this class,
now,
this stream, you put on with red. Zisigala. Get the price, the whole price, you can buy it with that whole price. Never gamambu, you're just hiring it. And it's them. Obusungu bwankwata Gaby, one time they gave my sibling kakepu nga tekamutuuka. No, where did the money go?
Mwakola mutya? Mwakakola extension?
My mom went back. No, because he paid your money.
No, you expect your man no muganda omutwe munene nnyo.
No, like the keps obutwe butini bonna. Like they are all small.
Okay, you expect them to have called their tailor or someone that is going to work on these outfits or the gowns. Like, take measurements.
Auntie, no, the thing is, the gowns they use this year are the same gowns they're going to charge parents for next year.
Yes. So they dodge to pay for
the more gowns. So this is what happened. They will want because it's they put a small. Then it will look so weird in the photos. Sometimes we don't care about the prices. Yes. Now, the services you even deliver are very poor. Okay. Like a
so, I told you personally, I may not have the same pain with what Patricia can tell you about, the whole scenario. But let's talk about the services offered.
Services offered very poor.
Very poor.
Because they will want every kid. They will charge you omwana gown. Then they want omwana. So during the graduation, they will have to take each one's photos, single, then with their friends and all that. And when they are taking these photos, they won't take photos for any. Chokanga was a sasud. That day is not going to come back. What will you do?
Bambi mubiti.
Nursery teachers, I now surrender. No, what do you have? Because they
what do I have?
For these things, they don't give receipts.
And this is the thing.
No, they don't.
Circular Angelina, kuliko photo shoot, kuliko bichi. You get?
So you don't receive the...
Number one, other parents can bear me witness. Yeah? They will give their testimonies about all this. And trust me, kusiba. sento zize newe kabakanana
ajja kwegayirira. Let me tell you, these
sikusonyiwa
nursery teachers of all careers
ati no
nursery teachers are the
kale
sweetest.
ngenda kusayo ku fees next term ngamba yawuno
Kusalirako how much?
zonna ziziri nze kati nso mujjawo ne mwetwalira mu photoshoot.
And kati
By the way, we are yet
to hire their gown again.
Gown ngenda nayo already to the agreement mpa gown mutwale bamkuwa ebifaananyi ejja kudda. So it's either you pay,
or
give
you
me the
give,
photos,
or you give me the gown.
mutwale bamkuwa ebifaananyi.
Now it also goes
akanana ko kajjeko.
Inclusive things on the package are the artists they bring them at school.
Let's talk about the artists. Amasomero gano, these preschools we are talking about, you know, the nursery schools, they get to bring guest artists or performers to schools.
They also perform.
Abana
benyini, they perform some songs. One atandika oluyimba ng'akyusa atunudde.
Munange, you see, simanyi ba trainers b'ennaku zino kye baliko. I don't know what you're training these kids, but ogenda amazina agamu nga tegasaana kubeera mu choreography gwe wabadde obawa oba kubeera mu mega gye wabadde obakoledde. Can you mind about these kids? They're going to go back in their communities where they come from. Do train the same dances to the fellows.
And let me tell you, Gaby.
But and go practice. Kitegeeza ba trainer bennyini. Bebalaba ku TV ebiri so wild.
Today I just saw kids. They were around 4. But they were rehearsing some secular song, and the dancers they were dancing.
Ngabete mensingo.
Tebali tebate mensingo. Akayimba.
Ngabakola ki abaana?
Ngabasina masina
twerking.
And they were girls. So these things omuga bwazina ekikyamu nedda oli bwazina ekikyamu namugamba nedda si bwe twazinye. So they danced that in class. They did that, and I think this thing comes right from the teachers, and the whole board as a whole. Kubanga toyinza kuŋŋamba imbu one of the what? The core values of this school, God fearing, and the songs that you are giving out.
Let me tell you, that's why there are schools that are really serious, that before the final presentation, I remember when I was training Good Times in nursery, Good Times nursery and primary. Trust me, we had a day of showcase. All classes come together to show.
It has a name.
Yes, I'm forgetting the name. To show off what you're going to do at the finals.
Yes.
Mujja buli trainer n'olagako by'okoze ki by'otegese. Kati mukkirizibwa okuddayo ne mubaako bye mukola ki bye mukyusaamu. Era wabeerawo even there are always the judges that are from the school away from those that are going to come on the D-Day. But you have the judges who are from within the school. They will be like omulamwa gubuzeemu wano abatrainer kati mutereezeemu kumukwatemu wano ne wano, so that when you go back you're able to change some things and add some things.
It even goes back to the themes of these events.
Yeah,
theme
true.
ya event yebere chat nimleto mwana temensi.
Anti kati jukira, most people follow the theme accordingly. Nolina ajiri meetinga to only the cultural folk songs or special songs, forgetting what we call mega creative dance. And you find like even the dances we do nowadays in schools, these preschools or top class or nursery, ogenda okulaba nga they are off the theme, off topic.
Yes.
You get. But ekyo kituuza ku kiri ky'ogambye ne bakola ebintu nga tebiri ku theme. Nze I want to applaud mukulu, I'm forgetting. Yeah, the director of Good Times, Simo Bubi. It was my first time to see a school where you get to have a pre-event that you showcase what you're going to do.
For the parents. Gaby, I want to believe that these events are set for students to showcase and show their parents. Kati wenda mwana nga akyusize eri ali muku. Ngambo mwana wange bamusomesa ebyo.
You know?
No wonder some teachers will say, some parents will say, awo nedda awo wange taddayo.
So ebintu ebimu tulina obigoberera, tulina obifaako ennyo. We cannot just sit back and chill when such things are happening on our watch. So as a parent, be curious enough and question teachers or even the head of the schools according to things you've seen that are not right by your heart or even observation. Obeko kyogamba, raise that opinion, raise that view.
Until
Yogera tokkiriza mwana okola ki kwonooneka agenda kuddayo abikole mu community gyava. So mu community gyava n'oyo naye gwabitendese abyongereyo. So you need to take caution. Abazadde abasomesa tufeeyo ku biki batrainer bayigiriza abaana na nnyimba ki.
It all starts with the trainer. Yenyini trainer yeggo mulabamu mbala ki because ye byalina byagenda transferring.
In fact, I would say it starts with the school, the administrators. When you're inviting these trainers, what do you tell them? Do you tell them to mind about the respect around, the dances and everything? Then by the time it gets to the trainers, they know what to do. So now nobody in the wali bibakoze. The conversation is already heated, guys. But you can follow us on all social media platforms as Free TV Uganda. Interact with us. We're up and running. But this show is called The African Exclusive. And we're powered by MTN. Together we're unstoppable. Alongside Pepsi. Thirsty for more. Let's do this and come back.